The WWE is fumbling one of the biggest in-ring debuts in a very long time, and it's drastically impacting this storyline, and we're going to dive into that and much more coming up on this episode of Wrestle Digest. But before we get into that, we gotta say that 97% of you guys watching these videos aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you're looking for your daily dose of wrestling content, you want to keep up to date on everything that's happening around the wrestling world, make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button. But with that said, we're going to get into our first topic of the video, which is Rob Van Dam staying with AEW. And I think, Brady, this is something we need to talk about first to start the video, because this is huge news. If we just bring up the screenshot here, it says, wrestling legend RVD Rob Van Dam is open to an extended run in AEW. And it's no shock to anybody that Rob Van Dam is on the last legs of his career. And it's shocking to me that Rob Van Dam is going to end his career with a company that is on the downfall right now. They're losing brand deals, they're losing TV deals. I think Rob Van Dam is just going to waste his last years of his career in a promotion that is kind of crumbling right now. This is a guy who is a WWE legend. He should be finishing his career there, and there is lots of stuff for him to do in the WWE today.
Yep, there's no doubt in my mind that Rob Van Dam is making a poor choice with even bringing up the idea of re-signing with All Elite Wrestling. I understand that RVD is on his final legs in the ring, of course, but like you mentioned, there's just so much more in the WWE to offer than AEW. I mean, what do we have? We got the King of the Ring tournament. Imagine RVD coming into the King of the Ring tournament and taking on the likes of Ricochet or Mysterio or Kofi or the Ring General. You know, it's just so many of these guys. It's like, whoa, we got this in a WWE ring. RVD versus the Ring General, or, you know, any of those guys. And like you said, RVD has that Hall of Famer legendary status. So the fact that he is just going to kind of whittle away over in a, you know, opposing company, it's just not right to me either. It doesn't sit right.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, like, it has so much to offer him in WWE. I mean, he comes back kind of on his retirement tour, his last couple of matches in the ring, at being in the company where he thrived his whole career. And we just seen Kevin Owens say that Rob Van Dam is his dream match. So thinking that he and Kevin Owens are not going to be able to fight in the ring, potentially, because he's going to stay with AEW, is just mind-blowing to me, because can you imagine a street fight between these two guys? It would be an insane match. There'd be some great high-flying moves in that match, and I think he has so much more to offer to WWE to kind of, you know, give them his blessing as, hey, you're next, or you know, you're the guy who's gonna fill my shoes type of thing, than he does in AEW.
Yeah, for sure. AEW, like, it's just not the place to be right now with all the morale. You know, said it before, said it 100 times, and I'm going to stand by it. AEW is folding from within. Hate to see it because, you know, the company was so great, but every dog has its day, and Tony Khan, yours is certainly on the way, my friend.
Yeah, and just saying that is kind of crazy, because when they first started, like, they had all these people from WWE coming over to join their brand, and they're still doing that with old-time wrestlers, but filling your roster with all these great WWE wrestlers, yes, it's going to bring attention, but if you don't utilize them the right way, it's just going to crumble. And that is what we're seeing right now, 5 years into the company. Nobody wants to see that, because more wrestling, the better, in my opinion. And I think they just need to kind of do something to fix this. But we want to hear your guys' thoughts down below about Rob Van Dam staying with AEW. Do you think you'd like to see him in WWE like me, or would you like to just see him over in AEW? Let me know down below in the comment section. We're going to get into why everybody clicked on this video, and that is WWE Fumbling long-awaited debut. And yes, we are talking about Jacob Fatu, and as we see here on Twitter, says that WWE is worried that Jacob Fatu could outshine Bloodline leader Solo Sikoa. So, Brady, it seems like the WWE are afraid to put Jacob Fatu into the Bloodline because they don't want him to outshine its new leader in Solo Sikoa. And to me, I think that's pretty bad because Jacob Fatu is such a great in-ring talent, probably one of the best wrestlers in the world, like on the indies right now. And for him to not be brought into the biggest wrestling company because they're afraid he's going to outshine Solo Sikoa, a guy who just won 2 matches, his first 2 wins of 2024, is kind of mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely absurd to say the least. Jacob Fatu is an excellent character, an excellent force, just an immovable force. You know, he is him. Jacob Fatu showing up, joining this new bloodline. Honestly, it would cost Solo every bit of credibility, and I think the problem is that Solo, you know, they're building Solo up to be the one to take on Roman when Roman comes back. New bloodline versus the bloodline. And they don't want the boy who is the head of the table right now to get folded by someone coming in from another company, Jacob Fatu, with dare I say, much more talent, much more charisma, and just all around a way better fit for a tribal chief.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, it just seems like Jacob Fatu has already honed his talents as a main competitor, as a solo competitor, obviously on the indies, whereas Solo Sikoa has kind of been that enforcer for Roman Reigns all this time, and we haven't really seen him take the reins and be a leader on the mic. Yes, he is getting better week to week, but if you bring in a guy like Jacob Fatu, who has been doing this for years and knows how to do it right, it's really going to look bad on Solo Sikoa, and I do see why they are doing this, but it is kind of halting this storyline right now because obviously we had Tongaloa come in, we've had Tama Tonga come in, the 2 brothers, they're going to be a good tag team here very soon on SmackDown, but you need one more guy, you need that enforcer guy that Jacob Fatu is. But once he comes over, like we've said multiple times, it seems like he's going to take the spotlight away from Solo Sikoa. So if you're Paul Levesque, the content people at WWE, you need to find another way to implement this guy in. Because if you're afraid that he's going to outshine the new leader of the Bloodline, you need to find a way to put this guy maybe on Monday Night Raw with Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso or whoever it is. You need to find a way to implement this guy in as soon as possible so we can see this storyline play out. Maybe he was supposed to be a part of the new bloodline, which it makes sense because he's new to the WWE Universe, but maybe you spin it in a way where he's, you know, this family member to the Usos, they were close growing up, and that's why he's with them.
Yep. You know, it's so wrong to not bring in a talent because of the worrisome worries of, you know, some other star being outshined. If that's the issue, bring in Jacob Fatu, put him in NXT if you must. I personally believe strongly that Jacob Fatu is main roster material already, and if he was put into the bloodline now, he could run that enforcer role that Solo played for Roman. Because, you know, I mean, you seen it, I seen it, we all knew there was going to come a time when Solo turned on Roman. And, you know, we've seen it. It's happened. So I feel, you know, if they brought in Fatu and made him work with Solo as his enforcer, you know, we know that Jacob Fatu ain't going to let Solo just be the guy because Jacob Fatu better. Period.
Well, it's just coming to a point now where everybody is waiting for this debut to happen. Everybody is excited to see Jacob Fatu in the WWE. So why don't you just bite the bullet, do it? If he outsigns Solo, so be it. Make a storyline which makes him the leader or whatever it may be. it just, you gotta take the risk, especially with such a big storyline with this. This is going to be developing throughout the entire summer. So by just waiting and waiting and waiting, eventually people are going to stop to care or stop caring about Jacob Fatu. And when he gets put in, people are gonna be like, oh well, they should have done that earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to care about Tonga Loa, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's cool addition, but Tonga Loa, he's no Jacob Fatu. And, for that reason alone, Backlash, it could have been better for the Bloodline. And it should have been better. But hopefully, King of the Ring will outshine that.
Yeah, we hope so. We're praying here on the channel that Jacob Fatu shows up at King of the Ring, because we really love this guy, and I think he's just going to be just a great wrestler for the WWE and for this storyline. So just bite the bullet and do it. But we want to hear from you guys down below in the comment section. Do you think we're completely out to lunch with our take here? Do you think that they should, wait a little bit? Or are you on board with us? Do you think that, the sooner the better? Let us know down below in the comment section. Love from here from you guys. But we're going to get into everybody's favorite topic here on the channel, which is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today goes to Wyvern. He says, good luck, guys. I hope your channel does well. Keep it up. Shout out to you, Wyvern. Love seeing your supportive comment down below in the comment section. We love reading all your guys' comments, and seeing your support means the world to us. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, you like our content, you want to hear some wild takes come out of us, make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to check out a video we did yesterday talking about CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, it'll be popping up on your screen right now. But as always, I've been your host, Casey, alongside my co-host, Brady. We'll catch you in the next one.